Today I'm going to look at a notion that we have in theology and philosophy really regarding the composition of a human being and how that plays out, the importance of it in our salvation when we talk about being born again or the whole doctrine of salvation. Now, there are two main schools of thought. One is that man is just a body and a soul. The soul meaning the inner man, and the body being the outer man. So when the Bible talks about the heart, the spiritual man, the inside person, that's just the soul. Now, in my study, in my reading, I came across a man called 𝗦𝗦𝗧 𝗦𝗧. He was a Chinese preacher who taught that man has three dimensions. There's the body, there's the soul, but he also has a spirit. And the more I read and I studied, I realized that those are philosophical concepts that go all the way to Plato, Aristotle, and other philosophers and theologians. But here is where the importance of these things come in. If man is only a soul and a body, what happens when our soul, meaning the inner person, the brain, for example, when you have an accident and the brain is damaged, does that mean the inner person is damaged? When you get issues of your heart and you get depressed and you have mental illness, things like depression and either ministry in retirement homes, and people have dementia or Alzheimer's, and you can realize that the brain, the mind is no longer working. Some theologians, they argue that the inner person is the mind. I don't agree. I found in retirement homes, the mind may be really weak and they have diseases of the mind and the emotions are all over the place. But there is another dimension on the inside. You start to talk to them about amazing grace and singing, talking about the Lord's Prayer. There is another dimension on the inside that bypasses the mind. So I believe, I agree with 𝗦𝗦𝗧 that man has a spirit, a seat where God communicates with us. And whether the mind is getting weak or not, whether the mind is alive and strong or not, the spirit man is alive and well. So today I believe when we are born again, this is what Jesus was saying, that what is born of the flesh is flesh. Everything we inherit from natural man can get damaged, it can die, but the new birth is something else. It comes from the Spirit of God. That's why what is born of the Spirit is spirit.